Okay, in this video what we're going to do is add a roof onto our house, and if you look in the new construction guidelines for your Habitat for house, if you look at this document and we scroll down here to the second page under types of construction general, here's some information about roofs. Roof construction shall consist of trusses on 16 inches on center with 7/16 OSB rated panels. The roof pitch shall be approximately 5/12 with gable ends. So what we have to do is make sure that we follow these two guidelines right here. And the gable ends I'm going to be a little lenient on. If you want to do a hip roof, that's fine as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on roof level. If you don't have roof level, you have level 2, and you could always just right click and rename those. So I'm going to go to roof level 2. And what I'm going to do is click roof. Now the first thing I want to set is I want to make sure that I set my overhang. And an overhang is, how far your eaves are going to go off of your roof. And I'm going to just make mine 1 foot. If you want to do 16 inches for bigger ones or some smaller ones, it's up to you how deep you want to have your eaves. Now when I go to select my wall, it's going to put that overhang of 1 foot, and you can see that's indicated with my blue dashed line. If it's like this, my roof is on the inside or wrong side of my house, so you got to change it. And the other thing I could set, when I click on it and I start going around, you could see that it's starting to set my slope to 9/12. I could change it to 5/12 right here, but let's just put them all in for now. Because what I could do is when I click on a line, it gives me my slope and I could just edit it. Now it seems kind of time consuming to go and click on each one. So if I highlight all of my lines, I could just come right here where it says slope and change it to 5/12. Apply. Now let's hit a green check and see what it looks like. And if I go to my 3D view, right now it's a hip roof, you can see sloping on all sides, and we got kind of some funky stuff going on right here. So what I'm going to do is make this all one continuous box right here. So let's go back to roof level. And when I select my roof, let's hit edit footprint. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these two lines and I'm going to extend these two together. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. There we go. It's a little bit cleaner on the back. I have a little overhang over there. Maybe I could put like an air conditioner or something in that area to protect it from the elements. So there's a simple hip roof. Now if I go back and I want to take off the slopes and make gabled end roofs, what I could do is I could click right here, and when it's selected, if we take off the slope, a line with no slope is straight. And if we look at that now, there would be a gable end coming off of that side. And of course what I would have to do is select my wall and attach the top to it. And there we have it. And that would make a gable side on that as well. So it's up to you. The Habitat guidelines say to make gable ends. I'm going to let you be a little bit more lenient than that. And if you want to have just a hip roof, that's fine. But the one thing we do have to change is the construction of the roof itself. So what we're going to do is select the roof. We're going to edit type. We're going to duplicate this one, and let's just call it roof. And let's edit the structure. And just like on our shed, what we're going to do is we're going to make our roof out of trusses, and we're going to have 2x4 truss construction. So what that's going to be made out of is pine studs that are 3.5 inches wide. So I'm going to just do softwood lumber for this just to make it easy. Okay. 3.5 inches. All right. Now let's insert another one. And this is our substrate. This would be that 7/16 OSB plywood. So I'm going to just do plywood sheathing for mine. No big deal. And let's do 7/16. Let's insert one more. And let's do our finish. And for mine, I'm going to do asphalt shingles. If you wanted to pick a different finish, you could do that. But just be aware that I want you to, don't forget to select render appearance, that I want you to look up the thickness it would be. Because I know asphalt shingles are going to be 1/4 inch thick. And I could set that. If you want to use something else like clay tile or whatever, just look up on the internet how thick they are. And of course we need to take and move this up above our core bounded and just have our structure there. We hit OK. OK. You can see that makes a much smaller roof thickness. And if you wanted to go in and paint your fascias or your fascias, you could do that. Or if you wanted to change your shingle or whatever. So that is essentially how to do the roof for your house. And once again, you could do gable or hip roof. It doesn't matter, just as long as you set that 512. And you could see what my roof looks like with 1 foot overhang. If you want to do 16 inches or something a little bit bigger, feel free to do that.